Hello everyone, I am Sword Caliburn 687, and today I would talk about Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. If you guys really want to support this video, smash that like button and subscribe. Without further ado, let's begin the video. The character I would want in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, it would be Ubb and Majubb. Ubb has the potential to show up in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. It is because he is a part of the Buu saga. Ubb from the end of Dragon Ball Z, I think is going to be part of the main roster for Sparking Zero. As for GT Ubb, I am not really sure if he's going to be part of the main roster for Sparking Zero. Even if Majuub might be DLC in Sparking Zero, I hope that he would make it in the game later. I would talk about Ubb from Dragon Ball Z first, and then I would talk about Majuub. Let's just call the end of Z Ubb Kid Ubb to make it easier. How do I think that Kid Ubb would be playable? He would be playable like all other Dragon Ball characters in Tenkaichi 3. Kid Ubb, like Kid Goku, can't fly, but he can hover. I would want Kid Ubb's Ki Blast to be air pressure, all because he can't use any Ki Blast. Kid Ubb's super attack, it would be Dragon Blitz from Dragon Ball Xenoverse. In a Dragon Ball Xenoverse, Ubb starts the super attack with a flip kick, and then he does a barrage of kicks. Dimps based this super attack on when Ubb does a barrage of kicks against Goku in the Tenkaichi tournament. I would really want Dragon Blitz to be in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, and it would be a really fun super attack to use. To finish off Kid Ubb's moveset, I would talk about his ultimate attack. Kid Ubb's ultimate attack, it would be Blazing Barrage Palm from Tenkaichi 3. Ubb has used this ultimate attack in the Tenkaichi tournament against Goku, which is so awesome. I would really want Blazing Barrage Palm to be a really fun super attack to use in Sparking Zero. I am done talking about Kid Ubb. Let's transition and talk about Majuub. Let's begin this part of this video by talking about Majuub's intro. With Majuub's intro, he would say this when he fights his opponents. Majin Buu and I become one, and now we're going to defeat you. I am done talking about Majuub's intro. Let's transition and talk about transformations. Majuub would only have one transformation, which is Majin. I know that Majin isn't a transformation that Ubb uses in GT. In a Dragon Ball GT, Ubb fuses with Majin Buu, and it is a permanent power-up boost. I know that some people want Majuub to be a fusion to Ubb, but the fusion would have some issues. The biggest issue of Ubb fusing into Majuub, how would the animation would activate in Sparking Zero? In Dragon Ball GT, Majin Buu died to Baby's Death Ball and was broken into multiple pieces. Because a Majin Buu was broken and shattered into multiple pieces, his remaining parts fuses with Ubb, and that's how Ubb becomes Majuub. The biggest problem of Ubb fusing into Majuub, do you have to wait until Majin Buu has to die in order for the fusion to work? If Spike Chunsoft tries to mimic the show accurate animation when Ubb fuses into Majuub, it would discourage players into fusing with Ubb. Majuub and GT Ubb, it would be just one character, and that is only it. Ubb has access to 2 keys, which is his own key and Majin Buu's key. Majin Buu's key would be a transformation, and the transformation, it would change Ubb's aura to be pink. When Ubb transforms into Majuub, Ubb would ask Majin Buu to lend him his power. I am done talking about Majuub's transformations. Let's transition and talk about Majuub's special moves. I would give Majuub one new special move. It would be creating a barrier. When Majuub creates a barrier, the barrier would deflect some ki blasts and super attacks. I am done talking about Majuub's special moves. Let's transition and talk about his super attacks. Majuub's first super attacks, it would be Dragon Blitz and Kamehameha. Majuub would use both of these super attacks in his base form, but not in his Majin transformation. Majuub's next super attack, it would be that barrage of attacks that he uses against Baby. Majuub uses multiple punches and kicks against Baby, and then Majuub follows it up by a knee attack. After Majuub's onslaughts of attacks against Baby, Majuub would finish up the super attack by an upwards kick. I am completely finished on talking about Majuub's super attacks. Now let's talk about his ultimate. Majuub's ultimate attack, it would be manipulating his ki blast, and it forms into a tornado. When the ki blast is formed into a tornado, it would shoot out a beam, and this beam would turn somebody into chocolate. I would want Majuub's candy beam to be different compared to Majin Buu, and it would be kinda cool. When the character gets hit by Majuub's candy beam and gets turned into chocolate, this would happen. The character that gets hit with the candy beam, they turn into a mini chocolate version of themselves. In Dragon Ball GT, when Ubb gets hit by the chocolate beam, the beam turns Ubb into a mini chocolate version of himself. I would like all the characters in Sparking Zero to have a mini chocolate versions of the fighters in the game. Turning the Dragon Ball characters and having the dessert versions of the characters, it would be cool. I think this is it. This would be a good point to end the video. Thank you for watching this video. Like, share, subscribe, but also leave a comment below if you guys really want to see more of my content. Anyway, see you guys soon.